Winding up. Winding up. Oh, come on. Live.
Hello, folks. We were here last week, even though you weren't. But due to a serious lack of manpower, or lady power, we didn't have a meeting for you. So this week will be a little more involved, a little more extensive, and hopefully we'll get caught up with everything. I don't know if the town clerk wants to give us...
Yeah.
You got your thing
I'm
there?
here. Yep, I got a copy.
Okay.
So, hallelujah, we finally got our ARPA report done. I was notified yesterday by email that the account administrator had been changed to my name.
Oh, good. Who was it? Do we know?
They didn't tell me that. They just said, you may now, and gave my name. So I logged on, and indeed I could access the reports, which I couldn't do before. So I got started yesterday, finished up this morning, hit the final submit button, and it says your report for the first year is done. So I was kind of hoping I'd get an email confirmation, but they don't even do that. So we're in good shape. I had to put in some possible projects, so I did that. You know, included the generator and phones and I think one other. So, but they're just possibilities.
Right, and they don't, apparently they don't approve them until after?
Well, I'm not sure if we actually had some projects in work, you enter them as actual projects, not
Okay.
as proposals or
whatever.
possibilities.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. In that case, they might have, but
Okay.
we aren't at that point.
Thank you, David. That's
Yep.
the scary part of it, getting a
Yeah,
portal.
I was losing sleep over it. I didn't want to be the one to have to tell you guys you're out $212,000.
Payroll deduction day. No problem.
Okay, the personnel policy, which you signed 2 weeks ago, you should each have gotten a copy of it. I would like you to sign the last page.
I think there's a page, I think, going around or whatever.
Well, you each need to sign your own, and I'm going to
Okay.
make a copy of it, okay?
Okay.
Is that what's attached to your?
Yeah, it's the... Yeah, that's what's attached there, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the very last page.
You want us to sign it?
Yeah, as having received it, yeah. Anywhere where it says select, not as having approved it, yeah. And then I'll get a copy of those, and those will go in your personnel files, just so I know that you
Where would
got
you like that signed, David?
where it says select board member or selectman or
Any one of these?
anyone will read, yeah.
Today's the 17th.
17th, correct.
Let me give it back to you.
Yeah, and then I'll make a copy of that last page and give it right back to you. All right. My motor vehicle audit is complete. I had to rely on Danielle to do some searching for me. They want to make sure that our inventory is accurate, so they wanted pictures of some plates and stickers and registrations, and there was one registration. It was actually a handwritten one that I avoided because I filled it out incorrectly. And I could only find one of the 4 copies, but they want to see all 4, and I found our copy. They want to see all 4 copies to make sure it's really void. Well, the other 3 were in another box, completely unrelated, and she found them. So sent those up today, and Ramona is happy. We got an unsolicited application for animal control officer. I gave that to Debbie. I don't know
Yep.
what you want to do with it.
We're going to put it on file, just keep it.
Okay,
The person has no certifications at all, so
okay.
just likes animals.
We're not looking for an ACO.
And we're not looking for one,
At
so
least we're
that's-
not, that I know of. Although, No, I'm not going there. CEO coverage, don't know if there's been any further discussion on coverage for Jesse if he is out for an extended period of time, but I still think that's important. I'm going to figure out how to pay that person.
Minor details, right? And by the same token, it brought up a interesting situation last week where the deputy clerk and the administrative assistant were both out.
Yeah.
Now, that'd have been a nice thing if there was some which Danielle just came here, so but a little cross-training between the two, just so they can cover some basic functions. But since they were both out, that wouldn't have helped either, so.
True.
But that's a good idea about the, backup for Jesse and.
Yeah. Okay, Danielle has set up a meeting for Tuesday, May 31st at 3 p.m. here in this very building, and if you want, in this very office, with Vern Malik, who is the OCP Director of Operations. OCP, I think, it used to be OMP, which was Office of Marijuana Protocol or Policy. I think it's Office of Cannabis Policy now, although I'm not sure. But
Is he a new person?
I don't know.
Okay. I thought they were trying to set something up and the other person left the job or something.
Yeah, the person that used to do the outreach did leave the job, so I don't know if Vern has been there a while and is just filling in or what.
Okay.
Yeah. Our new version of QuickBooks has been installed and seems to be operating correctly. Debbie had a little glitch this morning when she first logged in, but resetting and doing it again seems okay. So, you have any other problems?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Debbie and I got an email from Ron Bollier saying that Mitch would be in touch shortly about the Trio conversion. I hope that's very soon. Our taxes, we collected just about $2,000, I think, in taxes since the last report. We're kind of in a lull period right now. Anything on the mill or the Stanley building that you'd like to fill the public in on?
Well, we've got some information we'll go over in the meeting.
Okay, good.
Nothing dramatic, but information.
Okay.
Waylay, melee.
Yeah.
Already opened up the bids.
In about 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Electronics disposal. Again, I just leave that in there to keep it in mind. I don't know if there's been further discussions with Hiram, or with Tri-Town, rather.
Yes.
Is that something you want to talk about now or during your meeting? Either way, doesn't matter.
This is our meeting.
Well, I know that.
I attended the Tri-Town meeting last night, and they're open to just about anything.
Really?
They did give me a number who they use for their electronic waste to start. Deb has that, and I believe she's already relayed it to Judy Ingram, who's excited to get onto it. And we will, all they do is store it, and then the people come and pick it up. So we would just have a day or say 2 Saturdays in a row or something, but we have to have a place to store it. We'd have to rent a small trailer of some sort, you know what I'm saying, or a storage bin to store the stuff in for the week or 2 weeks, and then they come and they sort through it and put it on pallets, wrap it up, and off with it.
Does that have to be outside, Jess? The storage outside?
Well, I guess it doesn't have to be, but I don't know if we necessarily want to store it in any building, you know what I'm saying? What if we get like a half a tractor trailer truck load? We don't want it in the building, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was looking at their stuff over there last night, and they get between 12 and 20 TVs a week. So I can just assume that we might get quite a charge of them if we have one. We don't want to put it all in a building, I don't think. So anyways, that was that. We'll see where that takes us. And as soon as they get their scales open and running and their attendants acquainted with them, then they're open for negotiations.
Wow.
So
Cool.
on bulky and white goods.
Oh, bulky too.
Bulky and white, that's because the electronic is a completely separate, it's not by weight, it's something
Yeah.
separate. So the bulky and white goods, they're open for it, but they need to get their guys able to use the scales.
Right.
And I believe they even said construction debris. Same thing, it's by the pound.
By the pound.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll just start with that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to probably keep attending meetings and they were happy to have me and open and said it's more commercialized and, to help pay for things and put money ahead for future repairs. It's nice to have,
Yeah.
So-
Have some income. Yeah.
yeah, no, they were all open and,
Good. Well, it'd be interesting to see what they would end up charging us. But
yeah, and
those are all good
it's
words.
open to. I mean, we discussed a few things, but just thoughts, nothing really. To anyone get their heart set on. Whether the town of Parsonsfield gives them a stipend at the beginning of the year, and then our residents just pay the same rate that they pay, which might be easier. But then, or our residents would pay, if it's $20 for them to get rid of a TV or not a TV, a couch, it would cost our residents $25. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines.
Yeah.
But that again would be on them to figure it out. So I understand that's more work for them, and also so incur costs. When figuring this stuff, so it'll all reflect in what we end up paying. But the end goal is to get rid of our stuff yearly and not, or weekly, not yearly. We don't want people to wait a year because then it ends up in their ditch because they don't want to wait a year. They ditch it.
Yeah.
So if they can get rid
Those
of it.
are excellent words. I'm
Yep.
so happy to hear that. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much it. School election is going on right now till 8 o'clock. Come on down.
In conjunction with nothing really, the special town meeting, we'll be getting this information to you, Dave, for how to use the rescue funds or the ARPA funds, which will be held on the 14th of June.
Sorry, that's state election.
That's state
That's
election?
state primary election.
Can't we do them together?
Absolutely not.
Isn't that the 6th, David?
Can we?
June 14th.
Okay, well, our original date then, of the 15th was,
Okay.
I mean,
Can we do it the week after, or is there?
we could do it the 21st. I mean, it's,
Why don't we do that?
I would be
Well, you
more
could-
comfortable with that.
okay.
You could do it the 15th, 16th, or 17th.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'm going to have to check.
Let's just do it, the 20, we'll just do an extra week. People can at least look at it and see what's going on too.
Yeah,
So,
but I'm going to have to look and make sure I'm going to be here. I'm going to be gone for a little while.
okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Your deputy can,
I will let you know. Well,
and also
she may be able to fill in. Yeah.
also the quotations for the truck, trash contract will be going in the paper next week, along with
Good.
the other, so.
Okay. Are you doing any outreach on those?
Well, we're trying to, Jesse's been talking to some loggers.
Right. Yeah.
We've been talking to
And snowplow people.
snowplow people.
I have interested people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
What we're doing is, the big change is we're saying it doesn't all have to be picked up in one day. We can schedule a 2-day pickup, consecutive days, Thursday, Friday, Monday, whatever, Tuesday. And that way, it can be done with one compactor. And you've utilized the equipment for 2 days rather than having it sit around. Rather than have two pieces of equipment sit around for 1 day. For 4 days, you just,
I was just thinking it would be pretty simple to split the town with 160. It's basically splitting it in half, and it might open it up to more bids, and cut the cost of a company a little bit. They don't have to designate 2 trucks for a whole day and 4 guys, you know what I'm saying? Which they would still have to do on recycling day.
Recycling. Yeah.
well, but you can
Unless-
even schedule the recycling.
You could.
Work that out. You
right.
could,
next
but
day.
but 3
The point
days.
is, we're trying to get more people
Okay.
involved in
Okay,
the,
Right.
I worry about 3 days.
we heard some,
Yeah, no, I am a little skeptical about
we
it.
heard
But,
some disastrous prices out of, was it Limerick?
well, I know the
Leamington.
towns that have just re-upped theirs, Cornish and Leamington have gone up,
Yeah,
and I would only expect that ours is going to do the same. So
Right, yeah.
it'd be nice to keep it somewhat competitive instead
Yeah,
of just
yeah.
getting one bid.
yeah.
You know,
We can at
it's-
least get more than one
Yeah.
bid, that's gonna be a plus.
Right.
Excellent. Okay, good.
And while you're here, in talking about bids,
Yes,
we have our mowing bids,
okay.
which were going to be opened last week, but we postponed it because we didn't have our proper support staff. So we have two,
Before I forget, can I get your personnel policy? Did you sign it? Thank you.
so we have two mowing bids. One from Mr. Maintenance, Dana Batchelder, with some references for Sebago, Cornish, Brownfield.
Cool.
Obviously, the people know how to mow. And they sealed this up so well that we can't open their bid and they're disqualified. God's sakes.
One pair of scissors?
No, well, I got my little knife with
Swiss
TSA
Army
didn't
knife?
confiscate it or something. The copy of our ad. And very comprehensive. They gave dates and schedules and when they would do everything. Fields and Hills, cemeteries, town office, tentative mowing schedule, commercial equipment, 2-year contract extension will be available for a 5% per year increase. And the bottom line is $3,985 with 6 payments of, I like $664.16. I mean, probably could work something out with that. And the dates are when they'd like the payment. So certainly a very comprehensive bid. This is our existing bidder. Breaks it down, Parsonsfield Cemetery, Townhouse Cemetery, and the town itself. And that bid from Darren Sears of Shaw's County Way in Newfield is $550. $5,500. I'm sorry, it's just a zero. Boy,
Yeah.
$550, you'd probably get the deal again.
5,500?
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
And is it all, was it 6 months that we paid them for last year too?
I have to look.
Do you remember?
all right, so.
So they went up if they did.
Anyone
by a
have any-
substantial amount. They were $750 a month, but I can't remember if it was 6 months or 7 months.
Question of,
I don't have much question.
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So could we safely say that the Mr. Maintenance Man has won the contract?
Yeah.
I would think
Could you
so.
state the amount again, please?
Pardon?
State the amount again,
The
please.
amount was $3,985.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent.
And we'll be in touch in the next week or so with Mr. Maintenance Man hello, Mr. Maintenance Man, to go over just what their schedule is and that type of thing. But
Yep.
The 6 payments, just,
That's what it was last year.
yeah, started in May. and-
based upon the information they provided, the scheduling and all that stuff, it seems.
Does that provide anything before Memorial Day or around Memorial Day? Things are growing pretty fast.
Well, we should,
We don't
Here, if you
necessarily.
want to ask her a question.
yes.
We don't necessarily have the fastest growing grass in our cemeteries,
Well,
but out here might be.
Town offices and cemeteries the last week of this month. Perfect for,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah, it's supposed to start. like,
Perfect.
Your bid spec said it's supposed to start the last week this month. So
Yes.
it should line up.
Great.
Good, I'll be right back.
And that does include out here twice, or
yeah,
How
I
does
think
that?
it's the ball field once or twice a year. That was the, I can find the, yeah. The ball field, beginning and the end of the middle of the season. You should bring a certificate of insurance to Deborah here.
Yeah, she has the email address.
Okay.
You do?
So it's always nice to have a couple of qualified bidders, you know?
that shows $1,600.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last year they bid $750. It was $750 a month.
Okay,
This year it was $916. So,
a little more.
yeah.
No.
All right. From here, we'll get into our normal foolishness.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Looking forward to working with you.
Now, you wonder, does that person say, darn it, I could have added another $500?
I do know that Darren increased the price because of fuel prices.
Well, I know, but theoretically, these people are buying the same fuel.
No, I know.
Not theoretically, they are buying the same.
Yeah.
They're buying the E10. Ugh. At Village Variety. Okay, folks, well, we have the town clerk's report, plus some additional stuff. The school budget voting is going on right now. We've approved our minutes from May 3rd. We did not have a meeting last week. Our administrative support was ill. We are approving all the bills, which we do normally. We just have 2 weeks' worth of bills to approve. That's 7-4. I'm just going to check. Next on the agenda was we talked about the contracts, solid waste recycling. The same information, we're going to be, as we were last year, we called people, sent people unsolicited packages if they were in the business. Debbie got a list of about 20 different recycling and trash people. And we went through the list.
Seems like you sent it to 5.
I mean, we have 2 pages of CIA, West, Consella, McCormick, North Conway, Hendrick, ABC Disposal, Albano Waste, Almighty Waste, Archie, and we went through and eliminated, obviously, the ones that really aren't in this area. And from there, if we can find 2 or 3, we will send them a contract. Thanks. Thanks, Harvey. Gee, thanks. You don't look like Harvey.
Do you need anything else from me right now?
He's not quite bold enough.
Go count them. They're standing in line out there, David.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and we hope that, 1,900 residents, 900 pickup points, 65 miles of road.
That's a little misleading, isn't it? Who came up with the 65 miles of roads?
That's what we have, what we told our plowers.
No. The plowers, we told over 80 miles.
No,
Well,
maybe we'll try and be conservative. I don't know.
it changes all the time, but I'm pretty sure it's like 82 or 5
You want to
anyways.
change it?
It should be changed. That's a little misleading.
We can't put 10
20
down.
miles is quite a difference. You know what I mean?
All right, you want to, what, 80?
I added it up. I took every road that was listed and added it up, and I thought I came up with like 85 when we were doing the 2 plow contracts and we were trying to divvy it up in the middle.
Okay.
I think one had like 42 and one, or 40, and one had like 45 or
Okay.
40 and 42. It was in the 80s. I'd at least put 80 down. 15,
Or 85, put 85.
Put 80 because Hasty Road's excluded because there's no traffic on it.
It's only
There's no houses on it.
2.8 miles.
Well, there's 3 miles out of it. I would put 80 down. Maybe someday we'll take them.
Okay.
I'd feel better. I don't like lying. Or misleading, I guess.
We have our CEO report. There's no report this week. York County Sheriff is a lot of bad people out there last month. Leaving the scene of a crash. Was caught later on. Sex crime investigation, gross sexual assault investigation in Parsonsfield, based on the Oxford County School Resource Officer. K-9, Deputy Fraser and his K-9 Rebel have started week 6 of patrolling schools in basketball. What do we care about that? But that's okay. They assisted DHHS. Illegal dumping. Darren Sears charged a young man with illegal dumping on Hasty Road in Parsonsfield. Some honor guard training. Honor guard went to Fenway Park. Drug arrest. So, and firearm theft, vehicle theft was on the Facebook. Geezer Falls Assembly of God Church vehicle was stolen. I believe it was recovered. And the person was arrested. Planning board, the next meeting is May 18th. I'm sorry, the animal control report. Almost missed that one. 3 or 4 dogs, 3 or 4 cats. It seems like the animal control officer is following up and making sure people are doing the right thing by their pets. We have the appeals board after the zoning board of appeals is scheduled from June 9th and a public hearing June 23rd. This is relating to the Moreau-Nelligan dispute over business business going on the property. The attorneys are, both sides have attorneys, and our attorney is being asked to make sure that the zoning board of appeals is following procedure and doing it correctly so we can eliminate any more appeals, hopefully. The administrative variance that was a site walk of a couple Saturdays ago. May 5th meeting, administrative variance owned by, were approved. Harvey's next comprehensive committee is May 31st.
Yep.
How far along are you in that, Harvey?
Well, we've had one meeting with our contact at SMPDC, and I've got to contact her again and see if she's coming out for the next meeting. And she's been guiding us in some of our endeavors to straighten out this comprehensive plan.
50% complete, 75, 25?
Oh, I'd say maybe 35.
Okay.
Because some of them has to be looked over and reimagined in some cases, so.
Okay.
All I can say is it's coming along. It has no timetable right now.
You'd hope to get it done by the next annual town meeting?
Not this coming one, no.
Not this coming one?
No,
Okay.
I don't see that happening.
Okay.
We are moving along, but it's going to take some time.
Yeah, nothing on Secaucus Road?
Well, there is on Secaucus Road.
Okay.
I'd like to mention, I went down it this morning. It's pretty rough. I think we should schedule for our spring, I guess, grading, a one-time grading. It's pretty rough.
Well, you don't suppose Soltage will do it, do you?
That doesn't really tell us when they're going to start back. That just, I don't know.
Well, maybe we could ask them to do it because their heavy equipment rutted up the road.
If you want to
They
wait a
haven't got
while.
any heavy equipment in
Yeah,
there.
they did. They went in and logged it off with all.
Well, part of
It's
it,
not
yeah.
finished yet, no.
Yeah, well, they went in with heavy equipment.
Well,
We can
No, we
check.
can grade it.
We can check.
We can grade it, but it's not one. I mean, we do it in the fall usually before winter.
Yeah.
But, and anything we incur, I don't want to get in the habit of doing this every time there's potholes because then they're going to call and ask us to do it every time.
no, but I think, with the influx of more of the Secaucus Road people, I think now would be the time. That's our one time. We only do it once.
Well, no, we do it to benefit us, not to benefit them.
Just to the salt shed.
Right, but what I'm saying is we don't do it. They can pay to have it done too, but they don't. It's not a town road, so what I'm saying is it's their responsibility as well. If they don't like potholes to do it, And if there's an influx of more traffic down there, that's on them. That's not on us. We do it because
Our traffic.
we do it if we
Plowing.
mess the road up, and then we don't want, and the plow guys do it so they don't have to go in and out of rough road all winter. But so it's kind of.
But
I'm sure it's.
in conjunction with, they're going to start April 1st.
Well,
Some more, now, it says that
as of
they'll begin on April 1st.
That's about when they started with the clearing,
Okay.
right?
That's when the other, yeah. the
they started
far side of the road.
that just so that they'd keep the permit going, but that doesn't tell you when they're coming back. That's
Right.
the thing.
Well, it just lets us know, and that they owe us a few bucks more, because there were a few more acres.
Well, they don't have the acreage right on that.
Well, that's what I'm saying, they have to. Okay.
I'd say ask Maya about it and ask him what it's going to cost. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a lot. He's out with a grader anyways, but just don't want to get in the habit of doing it for them
Well,
because
maybe
we're
we
not
could
necessarily doing
find
it for
out
them
from
unless we
Myron.
make the mess.
Call Soltage and say, listen, your truck's coming in for the initial cut, which they did there, caused some damage, and we're wondering how you wanted to handle that.
Well, they're going to be bringing that equipment back in again.
Yep,
Right.
and they're gonna be bringing a lot of equipment in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
maybe,
Maybe why don't we call and see what their plan is to see when they're going to start, because they're not going to go in and out a rough road with a bunch of solar panels, so they'll
Right.
definitely do it themselves.
That's true. I mean, they've got a good road. They don't have to cut a road in there.
Right.
That's half the battle, I would think. It's got a good base to it.
And we certainly didn't do anything to the road to make it potholy. You know,
Last couple
after-
of rainstorms.
yeah, it was all the local traffic. It wasn't anything to do with us, so I don't feel obligated to do it. But if you want to do it, we can. But we're just gonna, if we start doing it in the spring, they're gonna look for it every spring, and then
let's see how much it costs, and talk to Soltage and see if they'll,
yeah.
as they develop the project, they automatically do the road every 2 months or a month or something or other, just to keep
Right.
it. Just
Right. Well, once we get in the dry season, it'll stay fine. It'll just nice and dusty.
nice and dusty, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The Stanley Building, nothing much to say about the Stanley Building. About 3 trees worth of information here. Attorneys talking to attorneys, attorneys talking to the courts. We're still in that stage. The courts haven't made a final ruling. And to make their original finding permanent. They're still going back and forth. Saco River, nothing. Mowing and landscaping bids, which we opened and awarded the contract. We assigned some appointment sheets for Dan Flynn as the Budget Committee member, and for Harvey for the Southern Maine. We have just sent a letter to Mr. Moody concerning the 2 pits at Randall Lake and Cram Road. I'd say there's about 6 attachments that go with it, going back to the town meeting. It was at not. What was the date on? You know the date on the letter that the town meeting, the special town meeting that gave the approval for Cram, that took the conditional use. 97? Just out of curiosity.
May 1st, 1998.
98?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've gone back to 1998 to get the approvals and the vote of the town on the pit. So all that information is in the letter that was sent Mr. Moody. So if he has some more questions, I'm sure he'll let us know. We've talked about the solid waste contract. Jesse brought up a good point about add some miles in. We don't want to mislead our vendors. And the special town meeting, talked about that. Now, this curbside bids Yeah, we approved this a couple of weeks ago. Is this something else, or this is on the land share riders, mattresses and a chair?
Yes, that was approved. I was just letting Mike know that,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. So the land share riders in their travels, ATV club, found some mattresses and a chair on the side of a trail or road, and they volunteered to bring them to our trash people. So that was very nice of them. Effingham has an extensive engineering report. Most people, I don't know, we've talked about it a bit. The gas station on Route 16 used to be the old mobile station near 25. He's trying to get approval for new pumps, and we asked to be kept apprised of what's going on. And they're having engineering companies really go through and identify what they need and potential runoff and a lot of rules. Wetland permits, water table, whatever. So there was an email from Don Barrett concerned about the new bakery owner. I don't know, do I still have that? I don't know. One thing I noticed in the email that Ms. Barrett was concerned about permits, and they didn't get permits and didn't go before the board, and she had to fill out all sorts of permits. If the use of the facility is the same, you don't need to get, the permitting is completely different. It went from a bakery to a bakery. Now, if a building's going from a pizza house or going from a pizza house to a daycare, that's a change of use, and there's a completely whole new permitting process. So how much permitting really is involved is dependent upon the type of use the building has, and if it's changed, they're going to be the same. There was a note on pothole damage on 27 Federal Road. Apparently, it's not on the actual road. This is in front of Village Variety. Keezer Falls Hydro notifying they're going to do some work on the property and have notified everybody. The state sent us a bridge inspection report, which the road commissioner will review with us in another week or two. If any of our bridges are in bad shape or need update or repair. Debbie, do you have a general assistance update? Is there anything there? Okay. This is a little reminder, bulky waste June 6th, and white goods June 13th. It's coming up. We're waiting for quotes from the two companies we asked to look into our audio video requirements as far as meetings, and so you won't have to look at a magnificent agenda while we talk here. You'll at least be able to see what's going on, and it'll be a little more interactive. And we're waiting for those two quotes. I think we've talked to Spectrum, sent them notes over the past few months about seeing if they can increase the coverage in the town. We're thinking maybe using some of our American Rescue Plan funds money to do that if we needed to. It seems that they have a project pending for Lloyd Watson Road, 3.35 miles and 59 new residents that would be able to subscribe. Not that they will, but they could. We've also just sent them a note on the Province Lake area, where there's about 130 houses over there in those half a dozen streets from Stagecoach Road into Province Lake Road. So maybe they'll be able to come up with some numbers on that. That really is the last large cluster of buildings in the town that doesn't have cable. So, I know that was exciting, folks. Hopefully we covered a lot. We have a couple visitors in attendance, or residents and visitors. Anyone have anything you'd like to? Well, we have two hands. Jeff?
Yeah, the measurements for the trash is different than the measurements for snow plowing, because the trash sometimes gets put at the end of the road, so some roads, the trash, they don't go door to door.
Well, that's only on the roads that aren't town roads, though, isn't it?
No.
So do they not go down your road? Do you have to take your trash to the end of the road?
I do.
On Milliken?
On Milliken. And then Collins Road, Corson Road.
Collins Road? They don't go down Collins Road?
No.
Really?
That's why all the trash is at the corner.
I don't go by there on Friday morning.
All their mailboxes, when you see 3 or 4 mailboxes, that means they're not going door to door. So it's just...
Well, that's not how Ed came up with that number, because he didn't know that either. But
No, he didn't.
Excuse me.
So what do you want me to use?
Well, let's leave the higher number.
Yeah.
No one's going to complain about.
80 plus or minus?
Yeah, 80
yes.
plus or minus is good.
Yeah.
Unless someone says, then you need to come down my road and pick up my rubbish. If that's,
Well, I would think there's got to be a turnaround for the plow truck at the end of those roads. I wonder how it ever happened that they didn't get picked up.
I don't know. Maybe
Because in the summertime, we even pick up camp roads.
yeah, but not in the wintertime, right?
Right, but what I'm saying is, so wouldn't we at least in the summertime pick up on the town roads?
Maybe there's not a turnaround.
Don't know.
There's got to be if they plow it.
Oh, I'm just,
Yeah, thanks for that.
okay. And you mentioned something about the Secocas Road. Is Secocas Road all private?
Yeah.
Well, it's right away.
Right away.
Yeah.
So shouldn't have the planning board talk with the residents about that solar farm going in, that maybe they might have to do like a driveway agreement or some type of thing, so everybody would have it, know what's going on.
Oh, they know what's going on. Yeah, we've had, I don't know, over the past 3 years, I don't know how many meetings, with them, and I've talked with people down there and whatnot.
Right. I just, usually with the residents or whatever, try to get together and form some type of, like, an agreement. This is going to be done. Like if the solar farm was going to come in, then they should have been said you're going to have to repair anything the road gets damaged before they give them the permit. That's what I'm saying.
Well, it went through planning board approval.
They did, and it only benefits them, Jeff, because their road gets maintained and plowed.
Oh, I get
which
it.
it didn't get before.
No, I can see
Up to the salt
I'm
shed.
just saying I can see both sides of it. Maybe the planning board should have, had that in place where you guys.
I'm not sure they didn't. It was, as Harvey said, it was 3 years ago. And
Okay, all right, we'll move on.
Okay.
And then I know Don Barrett had some issues. You were saying that, because a bakery is a bakery.
bakery to bakery, yes.
Pizza shop's a Chinese restaurant.
No,
Well, that would be the same. If a restaurant is a restaurant.
Daycare to,
Chinese to daycare.
yeah.
But there's an apartment there, and no one said anything about that.
I don't even know if that was an illegal apartment, Jeff. I have no idea.
That's been there for what, 12, 15 years?
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
It's just a,
No, you're right.
conditional use, blah, blah, blah.
Could very well could be,
Yeah, just,
but they keep to themselves.
Now, I don't know what's happening with, let's go the other way. Let's go from the daycare to there was supposed to be a wood company coming in selling wood stoves.
right.
Now, I don't know what's happening with that, but that would need another
They did-
permitting
Yeah,
process.
they went
through it. Yeah.
So,
But if the Woodstock turns into an apartment, then they'd have to go in front of the planning board.
it'd be nice if it turned into a septic system.
It'd be nice if it turned into a parking lot.
There you go, septic system in the bottom and a parking lot on the top, and the Stanley Building's happy, and we're
You
happy.
do piece of forest completely.
The Stanley Building will never be happy. You can keep that up here.
Cliff,
Speaking of the Stanley Building,
oh, good.
Mr. Collins' attorney is requesting him to be able to access the building. Is that?
Yeah, but it's a no-go from us. I mean, it's a no-go
he-
from our
he
lawyer. It's a
requested it.
no-go
I was
from-
going to say,
It's a no-go from everybody, and he's been.
your lawyer is also going to
Yes,
try to put
He
it.
sent an email almost every single day requesting
Yeah.
the same.
You don't want to
cookie
let
cutter
him have to
email.
get any foot.
No.
He's not given the right information. He can go into the building,
With proper notification.
Right.
He can go in.
and he's not doing that.
As into,
No, just to get in to get something, but he can't go in the building, throw down a sleeping bag and sleep.
correct, absolutely. Yeah.
Are we going to be able to make?
Well, we drive, I mean, anyone, there's so many people that know about it now. I get random people saying there's a light on in the Stanley Building, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so people, right, correct. It's been on most of the time lately, but
So another question, let's drop that mess. Special town meeting, what is that for?
It's for, 90% of it is for the ARPA funds, the American Rescue Plan funds. The
Okay.
town is getting $200,000.
Yeah.
We've got about 100,000 so far in the bank. We want to get the town's permission to spend some of it.
Okay. So you have a list of items?
We have a list of 5 or 6 items, which will be in next week's shopping guide.
Any chance of getting a quick ahead of what some of those items might be?
No, can't do that.
And the meeting is when?
it's, I think, June
3
June
weeks, 4 weeks.
21st.
3 weeks, so next week's shopping guide will
Yes.
be a list.
Yeah.
Now, what if there are other town people or organizations that want to put something on that list to be able to be voted on?
Well, we've been talking about the ARPA funds for like 6 or 8 months maybe now. So if people wanted to come in and give suggestions, they certainly will.
I'm particularly interested in one organization that has to do with senior activities, senior uses. Has anybody come in? I think
We've
Jim,
we've talked to Lynn about, she'd like to see some of the funds used for the old town hall. Right? And we've tried to include some money in there for that. Jesse went down and looked at the building and said, let's put some rafters up, and we can do some things
because I
to...
know Jen Lewis came in here. She represented a large senior group.
And we're also very...
Does she have anything on that list?
I don't remember her coming in. It must have been when I wasn't here.
So
Well-
does she have time to come in?
We have, this isn't a commitment, this is a...
Well, it's got to be voted. by
Yes,
Pat.
exactly.
Pat,
So
that's
if
right.
people,
If she had something that she wanted.
she certainly could come in.
So,
Come in.
and we need to
What's the
actually,
process? What's that process going to be if she came in?
Just come in and let us know what's going on, what she wants to do. It may not be eligible.
right, there's eligible,
Well,
that's another thing we gotta find out.
Senior activities to improve health and.
Could be.
Would be definitely included.
Oh, well, that
No,
may be,
but-
but there's some things that aren't that
No,
I think should be.
I understand. I know
Right.
that-
But anyone that would like to come in with a town-wide concept of something,
Yep,
call Deborah, make an appointment,
okay.
we're only 3 people, and the worst part is we almost think alike, so we need anyone that has other ideas. If we didn't have Jeff, we wouldn't have any new ideas.
Jim Lewis, Jim Barron and Jen have had involvement with the senior group that covers this town, and they have some particular interest for that senior group, and I think they might like to be able to see some of that money spent. They're not talking about hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands.
Well, that's good.
No, we're open. We're not against it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's,
Well, I'll send them in because I know they've committed.
I don't know what our list originally, let me just,
So they should make an appointment.
Yeah, just try to get on the agenda for next week. The sooner the
Okay.
better.
Okay.
I've talked with Jen about this before.
Yeah.
I've talked with, what I'm looking at right now is trying to make this town hall a viable place for people to come. And I haven't quite got all that approval yet, but we're working on a generator system. We're working on getting this heating system functioning throughout the building, all the hot water, the kitchen ready. And I'm hoping that down the line that this will be accessible to seniors and whatnot,
Yeah, well,
which is,
yeah, and I think
That's more of an emergency situation.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, that's
This
part
would
of
be
it.
more of an
No, I
ongoing capability for seniors to be able to come in, maybe have coffee to do something. Because they want to have a place where seniors might be able to gather once a month. You know, and safety is important, but, you know, there's going to be, you know, the building will have to be opened and, you know, whether it's going to be during business hours or not, I have no idea, but I know they had some concerns. And I know, Harvey, they spoke to you a little bit about it, but I think that should be in that, somewhere in that agenda of items, you know.
But we would have no idea, or I would have no idea about it unless they come in. And,
Yeah, exactly right.
But at this point, I'm still placing the ad as is,
oh,
correct?
right, because this, if everything got approved, it's about $110,000. If everything. So that leaves
100.
another 100,000, 80,000 to put some additional things in if we need or what we want.
When we get the money.
Well, I mean, right, I mean, it's just a matter of, some of this stuff may not get approved.
Yeah, and so what does or doesn't get approved? If that's half the money, then we have another year, correct?
Yeah.
So we do the same thing again, take ideas from this meeting, do the same thing again, put them together, and then have people vote on them again, you know?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And what's the date on that meeting?
21st, I thought we changed it.
21st, the 15th to the 21st, yeah.
David had to check, he may be gone, so
Yeah,
we'll keep you posted. Maybe we'll know by next week. We should.
Well, we gotta
Should be in the shopper's guide, so maybe
So
David.
whatever David tells me tomorrow, I'll call you and
whatever date's fine, as long as it meets all our,
I'm fine with it, whatever, I'm not going anywhere.
the 21st is fine. Oh, what's that, June 21st?
yeah, I need to check with him because he thought he might
I
be
won't be
away.
here.
You taking off again? Oh, no, we already talked about this, and we said we didn't need him anyway.
Right.
All right, that's true. That's true.
so did we decide on a date on the?
No, we had to wait to find out from David.
Well, the 21st is a good date. That would be Tuesday at 6 o'clock on the 21st of June.
Okay, that's open. Right.
Okay?
Okay, sounds good to me.
You want to have any,
Sure, I'd be glad to speak, Ed. Thank you. And
you don't have to, it's okay. I know that might be a strange thing, but
Happy to do it. I'm Jim Libby, and today is, the polls are open, so I've been getting around to each of the towns and fielding a lot of questions, particularly the bill that's gone through regarding dwellings. I've gotten a lot of questions about that one, and local control. But it's been a good day. It's been kind of a light turnout. I think you probably expected that.
we expected 25.
I think 25 here. Yeah. I think that's what Hiram told me too. Yeah, just making a point of getting out. I'll be on the ballot in June and in the fall. It's nice to see you. I'm the one with the irritating signs just outside of the limit across the road from the town.
It's all right.
I'll be glad to move it if anyone's too irritated.
Okay, folks, that's it. Thank you very much. All our 10, 12, 13, I don't know. Thank you, any of us for listening, folks. See you next week.
Nice to see you.
Yep. How you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah, good, good. So what about that? What's going on with that?
Looks like the governor's signing it.
Great. Oh, that's just not.
Deb, can you,
I don't get it.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do out here, but it's going to screw up our ordinances, that's for sure.
I